Welcome to Exam Sale. This video explains the syllabus for the NetApp Certified Technology Associate exam. Overview of the exam shows 5 domains with exact weights and focus areas. NetApp Cloud Solutions 22%, NetApp Hybrid Cloud Concepts 22%, NetApp ONTAP Fundamentals 20%, NetApp Storage Management and Monitoring 20%, and NetApp Storage Ecosystem 16%. The exam emphasizes conceptual understanding and scenario-based problem solving across cloud, hybrid, core ONTAP architecture, administration, and ecosystem topics. Each domain entry includes difficulty, estimated learning hours, and the assessment type so you can plan study time and practice accordingly. NetApp Cloud Solutions carries 22% of the exam and is rated medium with an estimated 8 hours of study and conceptual plus scenario-based assessments. You will learn to identify and describe cloud-native and cloud-integrated storage offerings such as Cloud Volumes ONTAP architecture and common use cases, Azure NetApp Files features, Amazon FSx for NetApp ONTAP capabilities, and Google Cloud NetApp Volumes characteristics. The domain also covers cloud-integrated versus cloud-native comparisons, cloud backup and cloud data sense services, and cloud tiering concepts including supported object storage providers and benefits of moving cold data to the cloud. Expect to be tested on performance considerations, licensing for cloud services, and practical scenarios showing when to use each cloud offering. NetApp Hybrid Cloud Concepts is 22% of the exam, rated medium with about 6 hours of recommended study and conceptual plus scenario-based questions. This domain focuses on the NetApp Data Fabric strategy, defining core components and the value of a hybrid multi-cloud environment while identifying the tools used to build and manage the fabric. You will study NetApp BlueXP and its role in connecting environments, Snap Mirror functionality for replication in hybrid deployments, and BlueXP copy and sync tools for data migration, connectivity requirements, data mobility workflows across on-premises and cloud, and data protection workflows in hybrid configurations are emphasized with real-world scenarios to assess practical understanding. NetApp ONTAP Fundamentals makes up 20% of the exam and is rated hard with 10 hours of estimated study and both conceptual and scenario-based assessment items. This domain covers core ONTAP architecture including clusters and nodes, storage virtual machines or vServers, and the physical and logical storage objects such as aggregates, volumes, and LUNs. You will learn differences between FlexVol and FlexGroup volumes, high availability pairs and failover mechanisms, and data management features like snapshot technology and its advantages. The syllabus also requires understanding of data efficiency features including deduplication, compression and compaction, RAID DP and RAID tech choices, thin versus thick provisioning, and how quality of service is implemented in ONTAP. NetApp Storage Management and Monitoring represents 20% of the exam, rated medium with around 6 hours of study and scenario-based questions to test administration skills. Candidates will learn to use ONTAP System Manager and the ONTAP CLI and REST APIs for routine administration and troubleshooting, and to recognize the role of NetApp BlueXP in storage administration. Monitoring and analytics topics include ActiveIQ Unified Manager capabilities, ActiveIQ Digital Advisor benefits, and Cloud Insights for infrastructure monitoring, along with how to interpret storage health alerts and key performance metrics. The domain also emphasizes the importance of firmware and software updates via ActiveIQ and implementing role-based access control basics in ONTAP. NetApp Storage Ecosystem is 16% of the exam, rated easy with about 4 hours of study and a mix of conceptual and scenario-based questions on platforms and protocols. You will identify hardware platforms and characteristics such as AFF all-flash systems and FAS hybrid systems, storage grid object storage purposes, and E-series and F-series use cases as well as expansion options like shelves. The domain covers connectivity and protocols including NAS protocols NFS and SMB, SAN protocols ISCSI, fiber channel and NVMe over fabrics, the differences between block and file storage, and networking components like NICs, HBAs and switches. You will also learn how S3 protocol support fits into the NetApp ecosystem and when to choose object storage versus file or block. To conclude, use the listed domain weights, difficulty levels, and estimated study hours to build a focused study plan and prioritize hands-on practice and scenario review. Refer to official NetApp documentation and the domain topics when you practice, and schedule targeted revisions based on the weight and difficulty of each domain.